Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's just after 6:46 and time to look at some business headlines. And joining us to discuss NAFTA and a heritage shoe brand is Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver. Tyler, NAFTA negotiations are going around the clock to meet tomorrow's deadline. Can you comment on what the comments from Trudeau and Trump, I should say, have boosted the markets on Wednesday? Do you think they'll be able to reach a deal?
You know, I was actually quite skeptical earlier this week, but if you speak to the experts, they're actually a lot more optimistic going forward. UBC International Trade Policy expert John Rees, he was saying now is the time for Canada to get on board. There's a lot more mounting pressure. We've had these talks drag on for about a year at this point, and there's just a few sticking points left. Of course, we've talked a lot about, say, the dispute mechanism that Canada wants to retain, Chapter 19, as well as the dairy supply management system. And we've actually seen some signs that Canada might have to make concessions on supply management. And of course, we would expect a lot of financial support given to dairy farmers in Canada, especially those in Quebec. So like I said, I was a little skeptical, but it's looking pretty good that might be signed as early as tomorrow. This is coming straight from the mouths of both Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as well as U.S. President Donald Trump as well. So we'll keep our eyes open, especially late tomorrow.
Definitely be watching that one. And DSW is set to close their Town Shoe brand in dozens of stores across Canada by January, and that's going to leave hundreds without jobs. Why did they make this decision?
Well, you know, it's such a competitive market for shoes especially. I think back to just how e-commerce is shaking everything up. Amazon has actually had difficulties in the shoe business, selling online. And we even had Vancouver-based e-commerce site shoes.com. It closed its doors last year because of competition in the market. So the Town Shoes brand, even though DSW is based in the United States, its brand is really operating here in Canada. So we're going to see 38 stores close, 400 people lose their jobs. It's going to have a big impact on the retail market going forward. Competition, I'd have to say that as much as we like buying items online, shoes suffers a little bit just because I think a lot more people have troubles with sending them back. That costs a lot of overhead for companies as well. Other people just prefer going into shops and trying them on as well. So a lot of overhead problems that a lot of these companies are facing at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. That's Tyler Orton, Business in Vancouver.